So today you manage a 100 million real estate portfolio.
Yes, ma'am.
This didn't happen overnight, did it?
No, no, no. I started buying real estate when I was 15 years old, so it's about 40 years ago. So it took quite a while to accumulate it.
All right. Well, let's unpack. We only got about an hour, but
Okay.
see if you can try to talk about your 40 years in real estate
Okay.
and the time that we have today.
So when I was 15 years old, I bought half of a house with my dad. And then when I was 16, I bought a whole house. And 17, I bought another couple of houses. And then 18, I bought a bunch of fourplexes. And back in the day, they had these VA non-qualifying assumable loans. So as long as you had the money for the down payment, you could buy the property. And so since I wasn't old enough to own a property, I had to create a corporation to buy the properties. And so we created a corporation and just started buying properties in that company. And then basically, one deal led to another deal. And next thing I knew, I had 100 rent houses. And I thought I was going to get rich off 100 rent houses. And then I realized that rent houses don't cash flow. And so then I tried to sell the 100 rent houses, and it was really hard to sell these 100 rent houses because other investors realized rent houses don't cash flow. And so I was kind of up a creek. I can't sell the houses, and they're negatively cash flowing every month. And I was like 25 years old. So we offered one of them owner finance, and it sold in one day. So we're like, well, this is a great idea. So we offered owner financing on all 100 of them, and I ended up with see, what was it, about 4 million, no, 5, 6, about $6 million of notes with about $4 million of debt. So I ended up with a positive net worth of about $1 million and a bunch of free cash flow. And I started getting payments every month. And the secret was,
And you also eliminated the headaches,
and I eliminated all the headaches.
the toilet, yeah.
And so no GI Joe stuck in the toilet anymore. No plumbing problems. No vacancy. No property management fees. No rental leasing commissions. No replacing carpet. All the normal maintenance that goes along with the property. And the person that owned the property took a lot better care of it. So it really became a win-win situation. They would pay me $500 a month as a mortgage payment versus $900 a month in rent. And there's no reason for them never to pay me, because if they quit paying me, then they have to go rent a place that's twice as expensive as what their mortgage payment is.
Mm-hmm.
So that was our business model for years and years and years. And then Dodd-Frank happened, and it made it really kind of complicated for people to qualify to buy houses because we had to fill out all the government paperwork, and we always wanted to be compliant. And so once Dodd-Frank took over about 15 years ago, we kind of quit doing the owner financing and the to owner occupants, and the only lending we do now is to investors. And so we'll lend money to investors or companies. And so we started buying a lot of raw land. And one of the secrets to my business is I would always look for problems to solve. And the byproduct of solving those problems would be your profit. And so I started buying 100-acre tracts of land, 500-acre tracts of land, and cutting it up into 10-acre tracts. And I would sell those owner finance to businesses. And so they could have their business, and then they could maybe put a little rental unit in the back so they'd have a place for someone to stay. And I could sell a 10-acre tract of land at 6% interest, and their payment would be about $1,000 a month. In Austin, it would cost $1,000 a month to rent a quarter acre just to put all your junk for your business. So that became our new model, and we started cutting up ranches and selling them off in 10-acre tracts for businesses. And then they could put little duplexes in the back and rent them out to their employees and stuff like that. And that kind of became our new business. And then we went to East Texas and started buying timberland. And you can buy timberland for a couple thousand an acre, cut the trees for $1,000 an acre, and end up with the raw land for $1,000 an acre. And so that kind of became our model, is buying timberland in East Texas.
So over the years, you have pivoted quite a bit,
Yeah.
From single family to owner financing to land and your other fun thing like golf course and other things.